Okay. Okay.
Justin.
Hello, hello. Mm. All right. Let's go to live. Hi, guys. All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone tonight for Tarot Tuesday on Wednesday? Yay. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I do. We found a place, finally. I'm so excited. We found a place. Now comes the mad dash to pack and the actual move, which, I must admit, I'm not totally looking forward to that mad dash. But that's okay. We'll get there. Hi, Marcia. Hi, TLC. Susie. Hi, Maya. Donna. Hi, Steven. And
Ready for a bite. Ready for a bite, yeah. Hello, people.
hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sydney. So, how is everyone tonight? Hopefully a little better. Hey. Oh. It's been a rough few weeks. I hear you. It's been a rough few weeks for all of us. So hopefully it starts getting better. Hello, everyone. I missed knowing you were moving somehow. Yes, I am, because I am starting, or I have started my dream job, and I see one has already pressed the don't like button, right? What are you gonna do? It's my favorite troll is back for some reason. Yes, so I'm starting my dream job, which is an hour away. So since it was an hour away, I don't love to drive that much, especially on a daily basis. So we had decided to move towards there anyways. And then, which is a good thing because my mother decided to sell the house out from under everyone. Where to send Dana's auction stuffs? You're going to be sending it to Mystic Dragon's Lair, which I swear I have. Hold on. I have the address. Right here. I hope.
Oh, I was like, girl, no.
Oh, shoot. This is not the address. Hi, baby girl. Does this one have the address? Yes, 339 North Main Street. Only you could tear me away from the Texas Cowboys. Yay! Yes, my mother's selling the house out from under us for sure. So it's 339 North Main Street, Medina, Medina, New York, 14103.
So many people were watching us and asking us what we
Here, since they all want to be on my live, I'm going to show you. Since they all want to be on the live, they're all going to be on.
It's fish.
You'll get there eventually.
You smell the fish.
It'll be real quick.
I promise you smell the fish.
Say hello. You're all on my live. Since you were all on my live, I decided to show you.
Yeah, there's a ton of fish. You have to show them pictures if they want.
Yeah? Let's see. They went fishing. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, that one's Riffits, and then that's one of the ones I caught.
Wow, you guys did great.
Yeah, and then like there's like
Probably like
5 or
30
6.
fish we caught.
Yeah,
Really?
It was just
I'm
back
not
and
even
forth.
kidding.
We only
We
brought.
didn't want to
like,
take that many pictures.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was insane.
That is awesome. All right. I should have known my kids wouldn't be embarrassed to be on. All right. So yes, you got yes, that's the address to send for Dana's auction. You can send it right to the shop there. Especially since I'm moving now, it won't be here anymore. Okay. So hello everyone that I've missed. Hold on, I just ordered that guidebook you showed. The Light Worker, Let Your Light Shine. This is the one she's talking about. Light Worker, Let Your Light Shine. I am really, really enjoying the journaling aspect of this. It is very simple. It is tarot spreads on one side and then journaling prompts on the other to get you to figure out why you're a light worker, how to deepen your oh no, you can't get the chat on tablet? That stinks. How to deepen your relationship with being a light worker, that kind of thing. So it's really good. I'm so glad you found a place. I know. Thank you for sending good vibes. I will need all the good vibes I can get. We have 3 weeks to pack and move, which is insane. When it wouldn't have been so hard, but because my mother is now selling this house out from underneath everyone, now we have literally, my grandparents bought this house in 1947. So we have 70 years of stuff like that. Everyone in the family has lived in this house. Now the kids don't have to be out in 3 weeks, but the stuff that I know I want, I kind of have to bring with me. So I have to go through everything. Good thing you already packed the apothecary up. Well, I packed up some of the apothecary. I'm still working on it. I worked on that some more today, and we got into the basement some today. I can't even tell you 70 years of family stuff, how much stuff there is. Like, can't even, I don't know. Hello. Let's see. What have I missed? Hello, everyone. Hi. I made it until this week of sheltering before I hit the wine. You know what? That's all right. You got to do it for a while. You got to do it. I just ordered. Yep. Okay. Hi, Mama. When you get a chance. I did. Perfect. Yes, she's selling the house. She's just a lovely person. So everyone's scrambling. Yes, everyone is scrambling to find a new place. So the kids are scrambling because they don't have any interest in moving out to Medina where we're moving, because it's kind of the opposite of everything we've always been an east side person, and it's way on the west side of Rochester, almost to Buffalo. So your kids better help you move. They will. After class, Mac Paxton from the Hoarders Show is giving a free introduction to genealogy class. Really? That's cool. Place to work. Yeah, I know it. Rent a big truck and start throwing shit in. I know. You have got it. Yes, we definitely have our work cut out for us. Yeah, Witchypalooza is going to have to be online anyways because of the COVID stuff. There isn't, you can't travel really, they don't want new people in New York yet unless you know, are coming in and quarantining for a couple weeks still. Even though we're starting to open up, we're in phase 1, but you know, they don't want to free for all for sure. So yes, so it is a bit hectic, to say the least. I am driving out to Medina every day to work, and on top of it, you know, packing and all that kind of thing. So it's going to be a busy 3 weeks. Because of that, I want you to know that this is going to be the last Tarot Tuesday until I move. Just because I want to be able to pack up my decks. And so because of that, I'm not going to have all the decks to show. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing any videos. But I'm not going to be doing Tarot Tuesday until I move. So we move June 13th. So after June 13th, we will start Tarot Tuesday back up again. Then I'll be in my new place. And you will get to see Tarot Tuesday from the new place. In the meantime, Stephen had a good idea. I'm going to be starting to do things like interviews. I'm going to start interviewing the admins first, which the rest of the admins didn't really know about that yet. Stephen is going to be the first interview. So in place of Tarot Tuesday next week, I'm going to be interviewing Stephen. So kind of a get to know your admins, like what their journey has been, how they started out in a spiritual path and tarot and that kind of thing. And then also, just so you know, some quick announcement type things. This Friday, I am doing if I can find the deck here. I am doing an interview of the creator of the Mood Tarot deck. Natalie is going to be on this Friday. I think it's at 7 Eastern Standard Time. I think. Let me just check real quick. This Friday, Natalie, who created the Mood Tarot. This is that deck that is totally hilarious, and we'll see it tonight once because I just love this deck. It's a deck that I think is great for everyone right now, and that's why I am interviewing her, because I want to kind of ask her how she got the ideas for this deck, and you know how great it is. She didn't know, I'm sure, when she was making the deck that it would be such a big help during this COVID stuff that's been going on. So it is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I think makes it 7 here. I think it's either 7 or 8. Depends on where we're at with the time change thing. So it's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I want to say it's 7, but I don't know. I have to look. But I will make an announcement after this. So I'll be interviewing her Friday. It's 5:15 here, and it's 8:15. Yeah. All right. It's 7 your time. Thank you, Pat. It depends on if we're in daylight savings time or not, and I always forget if we are or we aren't, and we are right now. No, we're not. I don't know. It's 7 here. Anyways, let me tell you a little bit about the house. I'm excited about the house. I actually think it's going to be an okay move. We had an opportunity to get another house that I'm really glad that we didn't, because you know the universe always knows what it's doing. Um, we still could have, but they kind of dicked us around and strung things out and days and days and days. And in the meantime, we found this other place. So it's a 3-bedroom for just Peter and I. So I'm going to have a witchy room. And Peter's going to have a room to paint in. And then we'll always have a bedroom in case the kids need to come out for a day or two or a weekend or a month. And it has a laundry room. You walk into the laundry room. I've been calling it a mud room. Peter gets mad at me because he doesn't want it to be muddy. And I'm like, it just means that's where you take your boots off and stuff. It's big though. And it will fit my big bench in the kitchen, which I'm really excited about because that's been my grandma's bench for 60 years. And the washer and dryer hookup, which we don't have a washer and dryer to bring with us because we got rid of ours when we came here, and now we're gonna leave it to them. And anyways, and then there is a kitchen that we can put a table in, and there is a big living room, dining room, which we don't use the dining room, so we will be setting up a library where the dining room is, and 3 bedrooms. So I'm kind of excited about it. There is a woman who lives upstairs with kids apparently. So I don't know. We'll see. We have access to the backyard, but we'll see. I don't know about doing rituals in my backyard, with other people. We'll see. It's renting. We're just renting. So it'll be different. Is it out in the country? It is close to houses. It's close to other houses, which is kind of unusual for us. But it'll be nice because it's kind of in town, but it's not in a city. It's in a town, and it's 15 minutes from Mystic Dragon Slayer, so it's 15 minutes from work, which is great. And I'm really excited about it. None of the kids are coming. None. Can't believe it. So indoor rituals like me, nah, I'll go out to Cassie's house. The good thing is Cassie lives on all this land, and she's not very far. So we'll probably go out to Cassie's house to do ritual. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be good. I really feel like the universe kind of put this in our path because it was really easy to get. All of a sudden it just kind of fell into our laps, and it was like, here you go, this is the one. So is Peter recovering from the yes he is. I know I posted this morning. I still don't know for sure if he knows I did it because he's not on. You guys have to remember he's not on social media. So I know, right? I do have to be careful of that, Trevor. I'm not used to worrying about the smoke detector. I did a whole bunch of Snapchat pictures of Peter this morning because he was behind me working on his computer, and he's so oblivious. It's so cute. But I did a whole bunch of pictures and I posted them. I'm sure he doesn't have any idea still that I did that because he's not said a thing. Okay, so this will be the last Tarot Tuesday until mid-June. So 3 weeks. Just because, guys, I'm going to need that time to pack, and I'm going to be packing up all my decks. So, yay. We take ours down when we smudge. Good idea. Perfect. Yes. Just disconnect the batteries. See, all you apartment livers, I'm going to have to get tips from y'all. 3 weeks isn't very long. Yes, I know it really isn't. And I'm kind of panicking, to be honest with you. Especially because don't forget I'm working, and I got to drive an hour away to work. So every day I got to drive an hour to work and drive an hour back. And we work 10 to 6. So it's not an easy time to like pack in between, so I'm gonna have to pack on the weekends. The good thing is Peter is really, really the good organizer and packer, so I'll be counting on him for a lot of stuff. The only thing is he's not super careful. So all of my stuff that I want to be really careful about, I'm going to have to pack. So I'm going to, but that means I'll have to pack it very soon because he will go through and just start packing everything. When you unpack, yay, yes, Marge, that's a great idea. Marge, Leanne, that's a great idea. It's not fun to move. Yes, I know. Last time my detector had a battery in them is when they had to do their 5-year. Danny, that's not good though. I have a girlfriend who died when I was 14 because she spent the night at somebody's house who didn't have smoke detectors. So I'm a big proponent of smoke detectors because you never know. And my husband gets on me because he's like, well, you would smell it and you don't know that. If the fire starts and you're asleep, you will be dead before you know it's there. So please put them back in. I know it's a pain in the butt. At least one. At least one. Okay. That's right. Got to do it. Is Medina further west? Yes, it is. Yep. When do you actually move? June 13th. June 13th is the move day. Hexen, Leanne, and myself are really interested in the Spencer's Tarot. Why do you suppose they put an alien on there for the 3 of Swords? I'll tell you, I hate to say this. The Spencer's Tarot was made up by people who do not really read tarot. So they got lucky with some, and some do not make any sense at all. They kind of bought some images that were already there. The Queen of... might be the Queen of Swords even is an image that they bought from an already known tarot deck. And they are not tarot readers. So the images that you get were just images that they thought were kind of cool. And some of them look halfway decent and some not so much. Just so you know. All right. My big Buddha and fairy got broken. Oh no. In the move. Sure, Claire. Absolutely. I love looking at new decks. Are you kidding? Hi, Black Tea. Welcome. All right, I do want you all to click that like button if you can. That gets this video seen to more people so we can get more people on the channel and teaching more people. Did I tell you I'm in love with my Demeter statue? You did, just a little. Are you backing any Kickstarter decks? I am. I swore that I was done for a while and I was not going to back anymore. But a couple came out that I couldn't resist. One is the Oak and Ash and Thorn one. Is that what it's called? Yep, Oak and Ash and Thorn. The Solaris Tarot. That is, when is that done? June 20th. The Solaris Tarot is the Star Wars Tarot. And I missed out on the first edition of it. Ah! Oak and Ash and Thorn, yep. And Solaris is this awesome Star Wars deck that I totally didn't find until the first edition was sold out. Well, the second edition is now on Kickstarter. And it finishes June 20th, and I don't have it yet. So of course I have to back that one, which is quite a bit of money. I'm gonna have to figure out how to sneak that one by Peter. Oh, it's after we move. We should be good. And what else am I? I'm backing what else? A deck called Stories, a modern collaborative oracle deck, and then a book called the Witchcraft Book, which looks really good. And then a playing card deck, because I'm a big playing card person too. I have, are they up here? I might have them downstairs. I have a bunch of playing cards. So, all right. Here we go, guys. So 25 minutes in. Oops, sorry. The Queen of Swords. Again, I'm not going to say she's my favorite because I always do that, but I do really, really love the Queen of Swords. I very often think of her as me a lot. Not all of it, but a lot of the Queen of Swords is me, and not all the time. I think we're all, different cards at different phases of our lives, but it's one of my favorites. Yes, it is. I will tell you that I did post some of the new up and coming, not released cards for the Queen of Swords. My favorite, of course, is Bonestone and Earthflesh, which I'm hoping will come out very soon. And oh my goodness, now I have to change my, I'm going to have to change my mailing address for all these decks. That is super annoying. But Bonestone and Earthflesh, the Queen of Swords on Bonestone is the Morgan, and it's gorgeous, gorgeous card. So check it out on the event page if you haven't yet. I also posted the song that I think of when I see the Queen of Swords, which is Indina Menzel. He has a song called The Queen of Swords. I think Jen has 78 favorites. I know, I'm so bad. I said to the admins, I'm really proud of myself. I have less than 20 cards. Aw, sorry, Hexen. That's okay. You know me. I'm just getting started, so you're good. All right. So we are starting with the Ultimate Guide to the Tarot. So this is the water of the suit of air. So the queens are the water of the court cards, and swords is air. So it's water of the suit of air. The astrological associations are Virgo and Libra. Another reason that I feel like I am associated with this queen a lot because it is associated with the Libra. Chakras, crown, and third eye for openness and intuition. And the key meaning is an incisive woman. Here we go. Understanding. The Queen of Swords is an aspect of the Empress or mother archetype. This queen is the mind aspect of the mother, just as the Queen of Cups is the heart. The Queen of Swords is the mind. Our Swords Queen has a sense of sovereignty like no other. She is the only female monarch shown in profile. She doesn't even have to look you straight on. She is shown in profile. She doesn't have to look at you to know that she's in complete control. Yet another reason I probably feel a kinship to the Queen of Swords is that control factor. I very much feel like I need to be in control all the time. Like a head on a coin. One hand is raised as if to greet a visitor. And like the Queen of Wands, her pose is alert. This is a woman in charge. She holds her sword at a perfect right angle to her throne arm and sits on high ground, giving a sense of authority over her domain.
Have a good night.
You too, honey. Sonia, if you're talking about donating, you can always just donate directly to my PayPal too, which is in the information section. That actually makes it so I get more of the donation. You certainly can donate through YouTube. They take a lot more of it than through PayPal. But my PayPal link is in the information section under people. The cards element is water of air. We see the water element in the river below 4 trees. It extends from the Queen's red veil. which flows down behind her throne. This creates the effect of a river of blood, a reminder that this queen, unlike her jewelry, is not for show. If necessary, she will fight, and it won't be pretty. She will win. The air element for the mind is expressed through the motifs of winged creatures, the single bird, the cherub, and the butterflies on her throne and crown. Her butterfly crown is open, a sign that she welcomes ideas and opinions. She is very much part of her airy landscape, wearing clouds on her cloak and white billowing robes. The blue sky background symbolizes her motivation to find truth. On her throne are two crescents, either two crescent moons or two sickles or curved blades. As moons, they link her to the crescents on the high priestess, who deals with the hidden world of the subconscious. The Queen of Swords also has sharp instincts and is not afraid to follow them. As sickles, they echo the purpose of her magical object, the sword, again linking her with the element of air. So, an astute strategist, the Queen of Swords is single-minded and highly ambitious. So this is an ambitious queen. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate it, sweetheart. Like her sign of Libra, she can quickly assess all aspects of a situation. I really appreciate that. I don't want to just move on. I want to know you to know that I do appreciate that a whole lot. So thank you. I appreciate it. She can quickly assess all aspects of a situation to get to the truth, including the underlying psychological motivation for others' attitudes and actions. Adept at numbers, she may be an administrator, IT specialist, researcher, or financial executive. The need for attention to detail relates to her association of Virgo. Sword queens also make successful businesswomen or bosses. She has had much life experience and may have had hurdles to overcome in her early years. So she has been through some. She has, this is a woman with experience. She really has been through the ups and downs of life, and she knows how to navigate that now. She has much life experience and may have had hurdles to overcome in her early years. This makes her the strong woman she is. For all this, she is still willing to take new risks on new experiences and relationships. She does not suffer fools gladly, but if she likes you, she will reward you and trust you implicitly. Traditionally, this card was known as the widow, but means in general a single woman or a woman who has to make her own way in the world. It's also a common card for single parents. So, moving on to the Tome of Tarot, the Holistic Tarot by Benebell Wen, who is just brilliant. I love Benebell. So again, the Water of Air, the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. The Queen wears a golden crown of butterflies. So again, I love, guys, remember to look at the details, okay? Sometimes we're looking at the whole card and thinking, well, that's nice. That's a nice card. And if you ever get stuck where you're like, oh, shit, I don't really remember what this card is about, or I don't remember what I'm supposed to say for this card or what the energy is like. Look at even the little details of tarot will give you something to play off of. So I love that if you look at her crown, let me put this back in so I can go back to it. If you look at her crown is made of butterflies. So that should give us a hint of something to say. Do I watch Benebell's channel? I do. I love Benebell's channel because she has humor in what she does too. That's okay, Trevor. That gives you something like to trigger yourself. Look at the fact that she has clouds on her robes. so that she is knowledgeable. That's another air symbol. That sword is thinking. Sword is the thinking suit. So no matter what card you pull, if it's a sword, you're going to say, okay, this is the thinking suit. And then you go to the queen. This is the 8. This is the 7. You start looking at the numbers. If it's a court card, you're going to say, okay, this is the queen of the thinking suit. Just like if it's wands, you're going to say, this is the fire suit. This is the passion, the action, the creativity suit. Okay, so that will help you if you start looking at the little details that you may not notice every time. That's why tarot is so good too, because all of a sudden you'll notice something that you haven't noticed for a long time. Or for this person, you suddenly go, oh, you know what? She has a bracelet on, and there's something about that bracelet that this time sticks with you. Hold on. Ah, I can't do this with one hand. That this time sticks with you. And it has something to do with this reading that it wouldn't have had for someone else. So look at the details of the card. If you get stuck, keep looking at that card. Okay, that's a good suggestion when you start reading for people and you get stuck. Look at the card. See what you see in that card that maybe you didn't see before. Her cloak is made of clouds. Low in the skies behind her are the same dense cumulonimbus clouds. Yep. Trees in the distance suggest a strong wind blowing through them. A winged cherub and more butterflies are carved into her throne. We see her from the side profile only. She wields a sword confidently. A single blackbird soars in the distance. So what is behind her throne? It's trees. And you see the trees are really kind of blowing in the wind here. They look like they're blowing. The most incisive of the 4 queens, she is intensely perceptive, quick, and confident. Perhaps childless. Childless. She is a strong, indomitable character. She can bear her own sorrows. There's a tendency to be pessimistic. So this is not the everything is going to turn out, everything is rose-colored glasses, which again is probably some of why I connect to her. I'll try not to get off on another tangent because we're 38 minutes, but I will tell you that my aunt is very much the rose-colored glasses person. And I find that very difficult to deal with at times because I want to announce the facts of what's going on. So in the midst of all this crap with my mother, I am saying, well, my mother is a selfish bitch and she's kicking everyone out of the house, even though she knows that, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, Jenny, stop. I don't want to hear that. Everything will be okay and work out. And I'm like, I'm not saying everything won't be okay. I'm saying, I want you eventually to acknowledge that your sister is selfish. And I'm really tired of it. Now, why do we have to think about that? And I'm like, because that's the fact. So I'm not the everything is rose-colored glasses type. She does not like to show her weakness to others. Yay! Oh, they're coming out. Finally, look. My lilacs are coming out. Yay. Thank you, honey. They're my favorites. And I've been waiting. I was worried that the lilacs wouldn't bloom this year because we had such a crappy winter. So yay, I'm so excited. Sorry, okay. It's like shit happens. Yes. They are my favorite too. Okay, sorry. Try not to listen to my aunt. Yes, I'm so excited. Sonia has a question. Yes, honey. Week or two behind ours. Yay! What's the question, honey? Looking for the most colorful vintage type deck. Sonia, I will try to get back to it. But yeah, let me get on with the Queen of Swords. But I let me think about it. I can give you suggestions. And partly that's why I like doing these too, Sonia, because if you look, I will try to show lots of different styles of decks so that hopefully you get some like, oh, look, I really like that one, or I really like that one. Like it. Okay, where am I? She does not like to show her weakness to others. That's totally me. She is highly astute and reads personalities accurately. People will not fool her easily. She is fiercely independent. The Queen of Swords values structure, order, and tasteful, organized, standardized beauty. That's a mixture for me, somewhat. The Queen is showed from the side profile only, and the dense low-level clouds suggest a woman who is hard to get to know. Others find her difficult to read. They may even find her intimidating. Which some of you may laugh and some of you may go, oh yeah, that's you. Because I first of all, I think in real life, I'm probably harder to get to know than here. You know, here is, I know this is my world. So I am in control of this world, and I feel more comfortable talking to all of you than I do to the people who live next door to me. So I don't tend to get to know people very well, until it's been a while. It takes me a while. And then once I open up, then yes, people, you know, can see who I am, but it takes me a while. I was thinking that the other day, at Mystic Dragon's Lair, there's, the woman who owns this shop next door. I think she might own the whole building too. Very sweet and stuff. And I can tell that her and Cassie get along really well. Like Chainsaw Guy. Yeah, right. Her and Cassie get along really well. And she's very sweet. And I was standing there not speaking as they were talking. And I thought, I'm so bad in these situations. I really should open up. But I don't know her. And so it's even in this, like I'm in a metaphysical shop, I'm not as open as it seems here, which seems, I know, I'm sure some people are like, really? The butterflies symbolize beauty and metamorphosis. This is a woman who became the way she is today, of her daunting stature, because at one point early in her life, she was vulnerable and insecure about her self-worth. The story of her transformation mirrors that of the caterpillar to the butterfly. This is a woman who knows sorrow. Figuratively, she could indicate strong, effective nurturing of politics and ambitions. From the French playing card tradition, the Queen of Swords is said to correspond with Athena, and thus in tarot, the card would call to mind the traits historically associated with the goddess of warfare, justice, and divine intelligence. The single black bird flying above the Queen's crown represents her high intelligence and high ideals. Air dominant, the Queen of Swords is ambitious, sometimes controversial, prone to stir controversy with her words, a bit argumentative. Yes, totally. But a rational, intelligent, bright, and articulate individual. Could signify Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Note that two queens appearing in a tarot reading. Oh, yeah, I don't care. Okay, so that's the Tome of Tarot. We're going to move on to Michelle T's Modern Tarot. My husband gets upset because I can make friends with a stranger in the ladies' room. I can too. It depends on, I hear you. That's okay. Yes. It depends on the day. There's days that I am perfectly okay with opening up. And that it's funny. It depends on the situation too. I think I'm easier to open up with strangers than with people I know I have to interact with more than just the one time. Isn't that weird? Hi, honey. How are you? Amethyst? Okay. So Modern Tarot. All hail the Queen of Swords. Whoops. With her mighty sword, she is ready to cut through whatever bullshit you or the rest of the world try to offer her. This is why I love this book. This queen's royal BS detector is top-notch. She is quite skilled at sniffing out deceit, falsity, exaggeration, and denial. If you're not being honest with her or with yourself, she knows it, and she's unafraid to tell you like it is. This queen is in service to the truth. She wears clouds on her cape not because she has a stormy personality, very much the opposite. She's got a keen sense of humor, but because clouds so high in the sky offer her a bird's eye, godlike view of the earth and its petty inhabitants with our silly squabbles. Clouds are her elemental throne. The mass of them billowing out onto the card are deliberately low in the sky on their way out. The queen brings clarity, conciseness, honesty, and clear skies. And despite her stern expression and serious know-it-all attitude, she's not judging you. So she's not a judgy person. No picture. Oh, I'm sorry, Rowena. Boo. That sucks. This queen has lived too long, been around too many blocks to call out a human for being human, because that's what she chalks up all the bullshit to, human foibles. She's understanding and forgiving, even as she calls you out on whatever nonsense you were trying to get away with. In this way, she's a great friend. She's not at all emotional, so if you're looking for a hug or a cry buddy, look elsewhere. But if you want some wisdom that pulls no punches, if it's tough love you're seeking, she's your man. She'll probably lessen the blow with a witty wisecrack, but she's not going to hold your hand or wipe your tears. You have other friends for that anyway. When the Queen of Swords comes up, it's telling you that a situation, a person, or you yourself has taken on her attributes. If it's a situation, you can trust it. Things are as they appear. It's also a scenario that will require some emotional IQ, meaning knowing how to bite back your tears, cool your temper, soften your sharp tongue, and curb your enthusiasm. The Queen of Swords represents rational pursuits and styles of expression. If you can zen yourself down and approach the situation with quiet competence, you'll find the payoff to be pretty awesome. However, the Queen always warns against self-deception. If you're getting into a job, a living situation, a relationship, telling yourself it's going to be great in spite of that nagging feeling in your gut and the parade of red flags in the distance, you won't last long. This is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords holds this wisdom. You can't simultaneously draw a boundary and be caretaker for the person or situation you need space from. It's not an emotional thing for the Queen. It's simply not possible. This is the clear, rational wisdom from the literal queen of such things. She can help you draw those boundaries. They're not going to tell you a lie. She's not mushy, sentimental, but you can trust her and she will tell you the truth. Okay, so let's move on and look at some examples here. I didn't pull as many as I normally do, which is good because, you know, we're 49 minutes in now and I'm just starting the examples. So this first one is from the Witches Insurrection deck. This is the Enchantress of Knives. And I love this one. I love that she is not showing her face. She has her back turned against the knife. So she is able to wield it whenever she needs. But she doesn't need to show herself to be, you know, this not emotional, not, she's very logical in her thinking of what this needs to be. She's very truthful. She is facing exactly what the truth is. Yes, we're still going to do lives until the 13th. There just won't be Tarot Tuesday because I need to pack up my decks. As a matter of fact, the first Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I'm going to be interviewing Steven, the admin. Steven, yay! Sound of an ocean wave. And then I'm going to try to see if I can interview some more of the admins, which I haven't really talked to them about yet, but I'll be getting them around to you, admins. So I love this deck, and I love this card in there. She is very much in control of the situation, and I love that. Love it, love it, love it. This next one is from the Shadow, what's it called? Shadowland Tarot. Yeah, we should interview Austin. Awesome. We'll interview Austin. That's a tongue twister. Shadowland Tarot. I like this one also. This is, she's not showing her face. She's got the raven in her hand. She's got kind of pointy crown. Her crown has points all over it and books behind her. So she's got the knife in her hand here too. And chicken feet, which, you know, who doesn't need chicken feet? So I just thought this was a cute one. It's a little different. So the QOS is like the chick from The Ring that crawls out, right? Really resonated. I had a conflict with my close friend because I felt like I was panning for their attention. And when I confronted them about it, they tried to make me feel guilty. Oh, yeah, no. No, right? This is the 5 Cent Tarot. This is the Queen of Needles. Queen of Needles. Clear of mind, honest, and unbiased are the words for this one. I love the moths here, the big bird. I'm trying to see what is on this. Oh, there you go. It says stormy, very dry. So this is like a, what do you call it? A barometer? Is that what it's called? Where they, your cam is so sharp. Yeah, only when I'm touching it to focus, then it goes back out. See, look, I won't touch it. Not sharp anymore. Yeah, it's tells you what the weather is. So they can kind of tell you what direction things go through. So the interview that I'm doing Friday is from the creator of the Mood Tarot, which I did a walkthrough on last week, I think. Was it last week? I believe. And so this is the Queen of Swords from the Mood Tarot. This is kind of, will give you an idea of what kind of deck it is. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen my walkthrough, I think I just did it last week. And I love this deck. It's sarcastic, it's bitchy, it's truthful. I really love this deck. And so I'll be interviewing the creator this Friday. So this says, been there, done that, trust me, or become a kebab. In other words, you will do what I say. Whoops. Oh, no. Just go back to normal. Just go to normal. Can we do normal? Oh, give me 1 second, you guys. This is crazy. There it is. Okay. Yeah, so she will definitely, you know, Chunk, I opened that window for me. It's hot. Get out of my window. um, yes. Queen Bish of Mind Bullets. So I really like this deck a lot. It's sarcastic, bitchy, truthful, straight on the money. It's been a really deck to me already. Like the readings that I've done with it have been right on. I like that it's a thin cardstock and it's plastic, which means it's going to hold up really well. Hi, welcome. This is the Forest of Enchantment deck. This is the Weaver of Challenges. Again, gorgeous. I love that she has a white raven here who is her advisor. It's okay. I love that she's creating these thorns, so you have to work your way to get to her to ask her your question. We're in the snow. She's very straightforward. She's a little bit non-emotional here. This is the Weaver of Challenges. So yes, the White Raven. That's a nice one. Here, to cause confusion, yes, the book in this is called The Enchanted Forest, just to screw with you, exactly. This is the Lightseers Tarot. I love this one too. This is, to me, I really love this one. She's kind of up higher. The only thing I don't understand is I don't know what this is supposed to be down here. I've never quite gotten this. But she's up high and she can see all around. I love that she's contemplative, but she is holding her katana here. So she's ready for action if need be. And she's calm about it, but she's down to earth. Her sandals to me show me she's a down to earth person. I really love this one. I really do. Hi, Kaylin. Got distracted watching The Last Airbender. That's all right. Here we have the Slow Tarot. Again, some of these are just gorgeous. Now, I had a bunch that I put back because a lot are very kind of similar. They show the same kind of woman. But I had to have this one too. I love her. I love that her thing that's in flight is the death moth. I love her spiky crown. I love her sword. I love her hawk. I mean, I love her face. This is a great card. She's very much in control. And I love that there's a little bit of pink. So the pink flowers, which I think are carnations around her crown here. It's like a little bit of femininity, but she's, yeah, super powerful. There just brings in a little bit of feminine in there. So it's the Forest of Enchantment deck. It's just on the inside of that deck. It's called The Enchanted Forest on the book. Yes, I love that. I love that show too. I'm not a big anime person, but I have to say that is a show that I Yang, and I thought it was great. All about the chakras, and it's a great show. So yes, that's a good one. The Modern Spellcasters. Again, powerful but beautiful woman here. She has the oxen laying right by her. Very powerful stance. In this one, and a lot of Queen of Swords, you will see now some have the right angle. The sword is pointing up in the right angle. The ones that are pointing down, I'm okay with that too, because to me that means they are on the guard, but they don't feel like they have to keep their weapon on either. So yes, they are ready for action if they need to be, but they are not trying to be threatening. They're just trying to show you that they are prepared. And I like that. Looks like a man. Look at those high cheekbones. Not that men can't ever have high cheekbones, but I like her. See? I love her. Next we have the Mermaid Tarot. Love her too. We have the Snow Queen. She is powerful. She is experienced. And she is ready for whatever comes her way. You can see in her eyes how intensely intelligent she is. I love this one. Thank you. This was a gift from Mama Lil, from Lillian Samsel, from Tarot Stock last year. See, even the tail has, and then the two mermaids. I know, I love it. She looks like she's no fox, right? Exactly. She's like, I can handle whatever you got. That thing in the corner in Light Sealers looks like a bowl of water held behind wooden bars. Like holding emotions in check. Stephen, I love you. Yes. Thank you. I have looked at that card. I can't tell you how many times. Yes, holding her emotions in check. I love you. Yep, it is. Holding the bowl of water behind bars. Perfect. Thank you, Stephen. That's it. I feel a lot more comfortable on here. The guy's name is actually Yasmin. Well, welcome, Yasmin. Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. Love it. Okay. Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Again, we have powerful. She is in battle gear. She is ready to take on whatever the hell you think you can throw at her. I love, and again, snow. There's some snow in the background here. And she is totally ready for action. And again, another theme here seems to be the raven next to her. So very nice. Joan of Arc would be a great Queen of Swords. Very much so. She's very, ready for battle. She loves her people, wants to take care of her people, but is very, ready to do what needs to be done. Perfect. The Golden Girls Tarot. Here we have Dorothy, which I love that choice for the Queen of Swords. Of course, Dorothy is the Queen of Swords. She, was the teacher. She's the intelligent one. She's the one that, is able to think through her emotions to maybe not, totally act on emotion alone. She's great. She kind of plays that role in almost everyone she's been in, doesn't she? Here is the Children of Litha Tarot. I love that she is controlling the storm in this one. The wind, you can see her hand raised here, and she's the one controlling the storm. That's a great card. And again, sideways, her face just, Ah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a great deck. True Black. So I don't know if you guys have seen, I'm not sure if it's still up, but I know last week you could get a pre-order of True Black. The pre-order is up for the next edition. If you're interested in it, I do encourage you to go to his website. The pre-order was up last week. I'm not sure if it's still there. Here we have Queen of Swords. I love that the sword, she's got two swords. The pointing up is going through her arm. The one pointing down, she's in control of. And again, the light work in this deck is simply stunning. I just don't think I've ever seen light work done like he did. She's got on her robe here is, I'm trying to remember what they call it, but it's like a book of knowledge or something on her robe is written on her robe, flowing through her robe. I just saw the Del Toro deck, right? Someone was blinded by their love for Jen that they mispressed the unlike button. Yeah, reminds me of the blonde holding up the dartboard and she got the dart through her hand, right? That is, I know in the book, it's I brought it out. I was going to read it. I was going to say it's a great explanation. Hold on. Let me just read real quick what it says. Two swords, one pointed up, another one spearing her own hand, represent this queen's honesty and willingness to play by the rules. Sometimes the house rules in your favor and other times against you. The Queen of Swords is the justice of the minor arcana. Her knowledge and wit are embodied by the glowing inscriptions that peek through her drapery. This is an intelligent queen, understanding vast libraries of knowledge from the factual and empirical to the worldly and behavioral. Sometimes the truth can hurt. And that's why the sword is going through her hand, because sometimes the truth can hurt. But she is willing to do that in order to always be truthful. Love it. Great, great, great. Good night, Susie. They're still only helping you. I know it. It cracks me up. I don't pull out my Marielle Tarot very much. For one reason, I don't read with it. It's a very personal deck for me. But I love the Queen of Swords and the Marielle. The Queen of Swords and the Marielle is, now Pat, don't kill me, I know, is Munin and Hugnin, Odin's ravens, on the tree of Yggdrasil, the tree of life. And so there they are, ready to go out and be the eyes of what's going on in the world to Odin. So the eye of Hugin and Munin. And it is, and I will tell you, the Marielle is a super powerful deck. It's really a good deck for shadow work, for self-reflection. It's a good deck to journal with. I'm not saying it's not a good deck to read with. I think because it's such a powerful deck, I read with it. And maybe it's just one of those things. There's a few decks that I have like that I keep for my use only. This is one of them. We're almost done. This one is the 78 Tarot, the Mythical Edition. That was it. It's a Riven. And here we have Kali for the Queen of Swords. How fitting that she's highly intelligent. She's willing to do the work that needs to be done, however, to get you to where you need to be. And what a powerful card that is. I love that you can see her face up close. And then they have, backed off and shown her body. I really love this card. Very, very, very powerful. Powerful. Finally, the last three here, we have the Arc Tarot and Oracle deck. And the Queen of Swords here is the Jaguar. Those abs, right? Yeah, no kidding. Whew. She worked hard for those bad boys. The Jaguar, which says quick wit, facing demons, and profound transformation. Depictions of faces like that always creep me out, but the card is very cool. Well, you have to understand the deity of Kali, honey. It's definitely a deity that is powerful to look into. She is an awesome goddess, and is extremely powerful. And if you are not ready to work with that kind of power, feminine power energy, definitely keep that in mind. She is one of those. I work with Sekhmet, which to me is kind of a similar energy. She can be a murderess. She's extremely powerful. She will strike down your enemies. She, there is a power behind that for sure. Just like the Jaguar energy, that is the Queen of Swords to a T. That power. I love the eyes staring straight at you. Estelle, I totally get that. It's funny, a lot of my goddesses are dark goddesses. Hecate is one of my biggest goddesses, and Sekhmet. And so I'm that dark goddess energy. I'm really drawn to the power. It's a feminine thing, I think. Power. Okay, the last two are the Everyday Enchantment. Let me just get it out so we can read the story. Aw. Thank you so much, Leanne. I love you too. Thank you so much for your help, Leanne. You are always on the ball here with me. I just love it. So it says, don't look so nervous. I know my reputation precedes me, but there's no cause for alarm. If pressed, my critics will tell you grudgingly, maybe, because they're threatened or jealous, that I'm the preeminent specialist in my field, and I am ethically irreproachable. I've been working nonstop on your case and can see categorically what's wrong. Look at this diagram and these images, then compare them to your scans. This is your disease. You've never heard of it? Well, I'm not surprised. It's a rare condition and can be fatal if untreated. But thankfully, you came to me to be diagnosed swiftly and accurately. If we perform surgery immediately, we have the best chance of stopping this condition progressing. I know it's a shock because, believe me, I do, but have a tissue and try to look at it a different way. Isn't it better you found yourself with a dedicated perfectionist like me rather than some second rate? My team is supremely proficient. I only work with exceptional experts, so you're in the best hands. I promise I'll personally give 100% to making you better, and you'll be cared for like my own. You don't see any photographs of children in my office? No, but I treat every patient as if they were my family. My every energy goes into my work. Yes, of course, my reputation grows from dealing with such serious cases as yours. And yes, I'll write a paper on it. Goodness, I'm not a saint, but I'm a specialist with a career. But my vocation is my passion. And when you are referred to me, you fell on your feet, not on your bottom. So for me, this card, the story of this card really puts into focus what the Queen of Swords means. She's smart. She knows she's smart. She tries to leave some of the emotion out in order to focus on the goal. And what better goal than try to cure someone? If you have a rare disease, you want a Queen of Swords working on your case because she's been through it. She has the experience to know it. She's not going to pull, your emotions into it, but she's going to make sure that she does everything she can to save your life, which is exactly who you want when you're under that circumstance, right? Okay, last one is the El Goliath. And what a gorgeous card. This is a beautiful one. The Queen of Swords, much like the King of Swords, is a very strong, forward thinker, but prefers to be more alone in her home life, and privacy is paramount to her. She opts more towards the quiet, simple life, and often when I see this card, it will indicate that this older female energy is now entering a phase in her life where she no longer wants to be in a fast-paced, chaotic life. This is a strong and powerful woman that certainly does not seek or need the appreciation or adulation of others. It's funny because I have to say I disagree with him a little bit in one aspect of what he said, which is that she no longer wants to be in a fast-paced, chaotic life. She wants to lead a more quiet life. I don't see that. I do have a couple round decks. I see that she knows what she wants, and she's not going to take any bullshit anymore. So she's very focused on, this is what I want, and I'm not going to compromise what I want because of little things like feelings or, I'm going to be the demure woman to please someone else. She's ready to get to work and what she wants to do. Oh, thank you, Yasmin. I do have a round deck. I have a couple of them, I think. But the one that's in front of me is the Circle of Life Tarot. It's very fey. You agree with that? Yeah, I just think sometimes El Goliath here, he gets off on his own. Why do I always do that? I always feel like I have to down him. And I truly am not trying to down him. I think he's a bit arrogant, though, and I have a hard time with arrogant people. I don't know how to say that. Does anyone use Mother Peace? I have the book for Mother Peace, and I've always looked for an older copy of Mother Peace, but I wanted an older one, not really the up-to-date one. I don't know why. I shouldn't do that. Sorry, I scrolled when you mentioned round decks. Me too. That's okay. Because he's great. I really like this El Goliath deck a lot. So I'm sorry that I always seem to down him. I don't mean it like that. I just think he's one of those people who smells his own farts. Let's put it that way. Does he talk about this card at all? Anywhere? Not really. Oh, yes. In this card, we see a female falcon in the dark. Her energy is sharp and bold. Say it like it is. She wears an elaborate Baroque headpiece that attaches to the front of her beak with metal hanging chains. She possesses a sharp nature in this deck and is very much the queen in her own life, only ever accepting the absolute best. She is stern and does not show much feeling. The Queen of Swords knows that without any mastery of self, she masters nothing in her external world. The Falcon can soar high and assess the situation from afar before making any decisions. This woman may have worked as a teacher or a judge. And that's okay. That would make an epic tattoo, right? Gorgeous. That's one of those that, you might want to write Goliath and ask if you can use his image for a tattoo. A lot of the, it is a good deck, absolutely. A lot of the artists, tattoo artists anyway, are pretty good about allowing you to use that for it. I would ask ahead of time just in case, but not like, what are they going to do? Make you, but out of a courtesy thing, because it's a copyrighted thing, probably I would ask ahead of time, but what's that, Emma? Remember in the last few years, a major fashion house kind of lifted their designs, but not aware of anything else. I heard controversy. Just what? What am I missing? What's controversy about what? I heard controversy, but I forget what it is. A major fashion house kind of lifted the mother piece designs? No kidding. Yes, Kay, I found an apartment. Yay! We moved June 13th. So that's why we won't be having Tarot Tuesday until after I move now, which is, 3 weeks away, because I want to be able to pack my decks. I'm still going to be coming on. Yes, 15 minutes away from the shop. I'm still going to be coming on and doing videos. I'm just not going to be doing Tarot Tuesday because I need to pack my decks. And, just makes it too hard to do that. All right, let's quickly do the Queen of Swords meaning, the notes from Stephen here, and then we're going to do before and after real quick, and then we will pull the card for the next time, even though it's going to be a while. But I will put the event up, and we will pull the card so we know what card it's going to be. And I expect you all to be experts at whatever card this is going to be, right? Because we'll have 3 weeks to go through it. Here we go. Career and finance. So if you're pulling this card for career and finance reading, the Queen of Swords indicates that clear thinking and communication will be key to your success. Colleagues will respect your honesty and integrity. When it refers to a person other than yourself, it could refer to a mature woman who is sophisticated, honest, wise, and professional, or someone with those qualities who will advise and support you in your career or give wise financial advice. This card may also be suggesting that you be more self-reliant and think more independently. Relationships or health. The Queen of Swords indicates that, so if you're pulling this for a health reading, indicates that communication and expressing yourself clearly will be helpful in improving your health. Repressed emotions or suppressed grief may be at the root of health issues, and this card is telling you to release those. Talking with someone, especially a professional, could be helpful in this situation. Relationships. This card can, of course, refer to a person in the relationship with the qualities of the Queen of Swords. For the relationship in general, this card represents good communication and loyalty. This is a relationship where truths will be spoken when needed, even if they may be difficult to hear. There is a deep and genuine love in this relationship. If there may not be many open displays of affection, there's deep and genuine love. There are no rose-tinted glasses, but realistic and objective perspective. As long as there's mutual respect and some space for personal independence, this relationship will thrive. For a general reading, the Queen of Swords can represent a mature woman who will step into a project, who will step in to protect, advise, or help you to overcome a problem. It represents being intelligent, honest, and loyal. The Queen of Swords represents being realistic and discerning, as well as open-minded and self-reliant. It could also mean that you'll receive constructive criticism from someone, and you would do well to listen to it. Okay, so the before tarot is here. There's a cherub that is bringing the Queen of Swords her crown. So she has her veil on, and the cherub is bringing her the crown to put on.
Stupid horse.
So that makes sense. The after the after tarot, we have a butterfly lands on the tip of her sword, and she looks up at it. So that's cute. I don't know, at least it's something. I don't know what it means, but can you tell me what the word bubble, what is the word bubble say on Mood Tarot? Surely. Says, been there, done that, trust me, or become a kebab. We'll be doing the interview with the creator from the Mood Tarot on Friday. And then finally, if this is the front of the deck, go Bills, woo! Then if we're looking at the other side, it's almost the same thing. At least now they did put the oh, see, now I see the three men carrying a coffin. I thought they were carrying a boat upside down on their head the first time I looked at it. I have to be honest with you. So, but it looks like a coffin now to me. So, good night, sweetie. Yep, New Vision Tarot. It looks like a coffin. So 3 guys carrying away a coffin. I don't know what that means again, but so be it. All right, let's pick the card so we know what card we'll be going over. It will not be until June, but we can at least know what card we're going to be doing, right? They become kebabs. Yes, off with their heads. That's right. Funny how many court cards we've had in a row. Seems like quite a few. Oh my goodness, and another court card. That is so weird. We're just inundated with the court cards all of a sudden. So Knight of Cups. The next one we're going to go through is the Knight of Cups. And that will be whatever after June 13th, whatever Tuesday is after June 13th. I will post the event so you know what the date is, but it will be 3 weeks. In the meantime, I'll be doing other kinds of videos still, just not the Tarot Tuesday videos. I will tell you, keep an eye out. Tuesday afternoons now is going to be my lives for Mystic Dragon Slayer. I'm calling them Nooners with Mama Squirrel. which if you tuned in yesterday at all, you know, Cassie didn't know what that meant. It was really cute. Her parents-in-law there, her mother and father-in-law had to tell her what it meant. It was cute. June 16th. Thank you. Thank you. So June 16th will be the next one. We'll go over the Knight of Cups. So until then and after then, Tuesdays at noon, I'll be on Mystic Dragons Lair's Facebook page doing nooners with Mama Squirrel. So if you want to join me there, I'll be selling all kinds of crystals. You can tell me what kind of crystals you want to look at. Thank you, Comfort. I appreciate it. What else? We're doing Friday is the interview with the Mood Tarot creator. Next Tuesday is, and I'm going to be interviewing Stephen. That's a Canadian joke, eh? And what else? There's something else going on. Oh, the Tarot-thon. Now, I haven't posted anything about it. I just haven't had the time. But Simon's Tarot-thon is going on the end of the month. The 30th or 31st is the 30 days of May. 30 days past September, April, May. Yeah, so 30th. So it must be the 30th. I'll be posting more information, but I'm going to be doing my part of the Tarot-thon is Sunday night, I believe it is. I believe. Yes, I will be posting these dates on my Facebook page. If you are interested in joining the Facebook page, the link is down below there. Please, if you join the Facebook page, just answer the 2 questions. They're not hard questions. All it is are you subscribed to my May 31st? That's why. Thank you. April, May. I don't know. I didn't do the song right. Thank you, Stephen. Are you subscribed and what's your YouTube name? That's it. Just answer those and then it makes it a lot easier for us to accept you. Yes, so Tarot-thon is coming up on all of our individual channels, actually, Leanne. But if you watch the previous time slot, they will give you the link for the next one. And we'll be coming out, I think we usually post a whole thing with the links on it, I think. Initiation course is still going on. I may not pick up that till after I move either, though, but we'll see. It's possible. All right, guys. So there's lots going on in the midst of that. I'm moving and, you know, we're doing stuff with Mystic Dragons Lair. Hopefully we'll be opening up the shop within the next week or so. So, yay. It might be a little longer. June, probably, I think. All right. But I love you guys. I'm so glad you joined me. Please click the like button if you haven't. We only have 18 likes. No, we have more likes than that. 28. Because that helps us to save some energy. I know that helps us to get the videos out to more people. So that's good. And I love you guys too. Self-care should be a module for initiation course. That's probably a very good idea, Leanne. I probably haven't put it in there because I know that I have a lot of work to do in that area. All right. Thanks so much for joining me. I love you guys so much.